Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Olivia from BlandishTV. As you can tell by the title of this video, I am going to be talking about my Rezö cut experience. Yeah. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos and natural hair tips. I'm going to try to start incorporating more natural hair care into my videos, into my YouTube channel, because you guys really do like it, based on my Instagram, from my personal, and of course from my fashion Instagram. So I want to help the girls out, okay? So today we're going to be talking about my Rezö curly cut experience. I will be breaking down my booking experience, my salon experience, price, whether it's worth it or not, and then of course some final thoughts. So let's get straight into the video. So first we're going to talk about booking experience. Actually, before we do that, we're going to talk about hair history. As you guys can see my hair, this is a twist out. And I normally do twist outs now. I used to be a really braid out heavy girl, but the girls have switched lanes. The girls are veering into a different lane. And what we're doing now are the twist outs, okay? They give me the coolest curl pattern, I think, for stretched hairstyles. And so I really do appreciate that. So a little bit about the history of my hair. My hair has always technically been pretty healthy. I've gotten my hair relaxed in the past, of course. And I have now been about 10 years natural. And so I cut my hair off my freshman year of undergrad because I just couldn't deal with the different textures. I was not about that transition in life. I will never be about that transition in life. I will go bald before I sit here and try to struggle with two different curl patterns. That's just tea, okay? So I have pretty thick hair. My hair has always been thick, natural or relaxed. I have low porosity hair, and so I keep a lot of things simple because my scalp and my hair are prone to buildup, and so I wash it with a shampoo. I deep condition every week, and while I'm in the shower, after I rinse out the deep conditioner, I make sure to put my leave-in on in the shower with me. Either I put a shower cap over it, or I just leave it so that the steam can really help the product penetrate into my hair strands. I normally wear my hair in a natural state. If I'm not really wearing it in a natural state, maybe once every 4 months I get a trim, but that probably won't be necessary. Hence the reason for this video. I got a cut, so it's probably not necessary within the next 4 months. But I do wear braids from time to time, probably like 2 times a year. Normally knotless box braids. I'm not about that regular box braid life. Y'all ain't finna take my edges, okay? We ain't doing that. We're not doing that over here. So now we're gonna get into the booking experience. So I found this Instagram page. It is called Nubia Rezö Nubia, something like that. Nubia is the creator of the Rezö cut. The way that she describes it is hair looks like a flower, and so she cuts hair in like this kind of circular motion. So she grabs a bunch of hair, cuts it in a circular motion, and then when she releases it, it blooms like a flower. That's her philosophy and why she created the cut in the first place. Thought it was a pretty cool concept. Whatever, I'm not a hairstylist. And so my first impression of the Instagram page was that there weren't too many women with my hair texture. There were a lot of women with tight coiled hair or tightly kinked hair. However, there weren't many women that were my complexion. There weren't many women that had my curl pattern or my hair texture. And so I was a little bit hesitant, but I began to watch some videos on YouTube, and a lot of people have pretty good remarks in regards to getting a Rezö cut. And so I decided to pull the plug. It was kind of difficult to find an appointment because I was looking for an appointment with the owner, the founder. And so of course the demand is higher in her regard because, you know, she is who she is. She has a level of prominence as it pertains to this particular curly cut. And so I made sure that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to book as early as I can. That way, you know, I can just get in as quickly as I can. That was relatively easy. They do take a deposit from whatever card you're using as a placeholder, and you have until, I believe, 72 hours before your appointment to, you know, decline the appointment or change appointment or make any different kinds of changes. So I thought that that was pretty cool. And you would get your deposit back. I know with some hairstylists, unlicensed hairstylists, they do not be trying to give you your deposit back. And girl, we needs the coins. We in a panini right now, okay? So we need our coins back. Don't try to play the girls out here, okay? So the website was clear. The website was straightforward. There was a little confusion about pricing and sometimes who would do your cut, because she does have 2 different locations. She has one in Westfield, New Jersey, which is the one that I went to. And then she also has one in New York City. The one in New York City was a little too expensive for my pockets. Granted, we're going to go over price shortly, but it was a little too expensive for my pockets. So I was like, you know what? The girls are going to Westfield, okay? We're not playing. We're going to Westfield. So that's it with the booking experience. It was a really pleasant booking experience. It wasn't difficult. There was no, you know, tricks or hidden this and hidden that. Everything was straightforward. So I really appreciated that. Let's get into the most important part, my salon experience. So my salon experience, when I got there, there was a parking lot. It was a little difficult to find because it's kind of tucked away. You don't necessarily see the sign because it's very neutral colored and all that kind of stuff. I pulled in. As I'm walking out of the car, someone that actually works there already was like, who are you here to see? What can I help you? Blah, blah, blah. Told her I was here to see Nubia to get a curly cut and that my name was Olivia. She said, okay, they had tables outside so that people could fill out questionnaires, of course, referring to what's going on now. And then also about like if they have the agency to put you on Instagram before and afters and all that kind of stuff. So I filled that out. Did take them a little while to come back out. I actually had to go back in to tell them that I was done completing the questionnaire. So I was like, okay. Not really that difficult. As you come in, they take your temperature from your wrist. They also sanitize the bottom of your shoes so that way you don't track in dirt and debris into the salon. And then they also offer you hand sanitizer. They sat me down because I was seeing Nubia. Who is the head stylist and owner. Her seat was right in the middle, right in the largest mirror. And when I sat down, I did wait for about 15 minutes before she came to see me. And so I thought that that was like, okay, whatever. If you know, you know. Waiting 15 minutes is really a cakewalk, to be quite honest. So she came up to me. She actually confused me with another person, but I understand we all have curly hair and we're all wearing masks. So you really don't know who it is that you're seeing. I let her know that I was a new client. I gave her some inspiration photos. So I will pop some of the inspiration photos that I gave her in. And I wanted to show her what kind of shape I wanted. So before, the top of my hair would grow down. It was all the same length. So there was no roundness the way that I wanted in the hairstyle. And so I told her, you know, I want more volume at the top and less volume and less length at the bottom so that it could create a true circular and round shape, and the shape that I was looking for. She said, okay. I will also pop in a video or a picture of what my hair looked like before, so that way you can see a difference, because I know my mom and my boyfriend actually was like, doesn't your hair already look like that? And I was like, no. I start getting real offensive. I'm like, no, my hair doesn't look like that. Stop trying to make me sound like I'm about to be wasting my money, because I know I'm not. But I will put up some before pictures or so to let you know. And I also wanted shorter bangs. So before, my bangs were like coming all the way down here, and I would have to do things like bobby pin it in order to get the shape and the style that I wanted when I was doing twist outs before. And I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to have to worry about that kind of stuff. She did a really nice shape. I will also pop in a video clip that I took of her after it was shaped, and it was perfect. I was like, oh, she gets it. Like, it's amazing. And this was in a dry state. You did have to come with your hair freshly washed, detangled in its natural state. They did not want you to come with buns, ponytails, high puffs, none of that. It had to be freshly washed, conditioned, detangled, and in its natural state, no products in it. So when she did that, my hair was completely dry. And so, you know, your hair looks different when it's dry versus when it's wet. Obviously, we know shrinkage is a thing. She is the enemy of the state. Next, I sat and waited a little bit after that, about 15 or so minutes again, until I was asked to go to the shower bowl. Girl, what are you talking about? The shampoo bowl. So they have a really organized operation in there. The stylists do this, the shampoo people do this, the styling people do that. I thought that that was really cool. Also, the atmosphere in the salon is beautiful. So beautiful. It's clean. It smells amazing in there. Everyone, besides the lady that low-key greeted me, was pleasant. She had a little attitude, and I was like, girl, I ain't asked you to work here. But everybody else was like really nice. So I really appreciated that. As I went to the shampoo bowl, the person that shampooed, conditioned, and styled my hair was all the same person. And they asked me what my hair history was. So I let them know that I deep condition weekly, I wash weekly. I don't put a lot of product on my hair because my hair, it can easily be weighed down. And she began to instruct me on how to do a wash and go. I personally do not do wash and goes. My hair is too frizzy for that. And I just don't have time to be sitting here finger coiling little pieces here, little pieces there. I don't have time to be doing that, okay? And so I was like, I don't normally do that. I normally either do a twist out, braid out, or it's some sort of protective style, whether it's a high puff, a low bun. And I've often tried to stop that as well. However, she guided me through the process of how to complete a wash and go. So they used the products that were created by the owner in the salon. I don't know what it's called, something Rezö something. It was a shampoo, a conditioner, and a shine, a curl definition serum, and then a gel for hold. So she shampooed my hair, great shampoo, like she got down and dirty in that scalp, okay? And she did that twice. And then after that, she conditioned my hair with their conditioner and detangled with a tangle teaser. Now, what I will say about that is, I feel like the tangle teaser, I feel like nobody can detangle my hair the way that I detangle my hair. I can be as rough as I want, but it's really never that rough, whereas other people doing your hair cannot gauge if they're snagging your hair the way that you can gauge that. So I did think that she was snagging a little bit, but I'm not tender-headed. I don't have any issue with that. My hair is pretty resilient, whatever. She did compliment me on how soft my hair was. She said that she could tell I actively take care of my hair, which I thought was really cool. And then she conditioned it and detangled it with the conditioner in the tangle teaser. What I will say is I'm normally used to deep conditioning my hair, so I don't think that the conditioner was left on my strands for long enough, and I think that I need something that's a little bit more long-standing than just a 2-minute to 5-minute conditioner. That doesn't work for my hair. I need something that is more deeply penetrable. So, or deeply penetrating? What is penetrable? I guess that's a word. I don't know. So yeah, and after that, she used the serum and she broke it down in sections. This was the longest part of the actual styling experience. And I was just like, okay, first of all, my neck was on fire. My neck, my neck was on fire because I could not hold my head up. I had to literally be like this. I'm like, girl, my neck is hurting, okay? I can't do this. You need to be figuring out a way to make this go quickly. Then she put the serum on, and she made sure that my hair was soaking wet, because obviously my hair is the type of hair that does need to be soaking wet because it gets frizzy really quickly, and styling your hair on soaking wet hair is always a go. It took quite a bit of time for her to do it. She put the gel in, and the owner actually had to come over to tell her that she needs to use warm water. Cold water is going to seal the cuticles, so they say, but warm water is what's going to open the cuticle and allow the product to truly penetrate into the strands. And I know that now, after 10 years of doing my hair, I know that I'm a person that needs to use warm water, because it just really helps the product do what it needs to do a lot better than cold or cool water. And so she came over to teach her, and also she was like, you don't want to put too much product in her hair by going into these really small strands. Like, you don't have to do that. You can just saturate the hair heavily, put the serum on, then put the gel on. That too was weird because there was no leave-in conditioner. I normally put about a quarter size leave-in conditioner on 4 sections. And then after that, I don't put anything else on my hair besides like a styling agent, whether it be a gel or a foam. The fact that they used a serum, I thought was like, okay, that might be a little too light for me. And then to put a gel over it, I don't know if that's really I don't think it's going to give what it's supposed to give. And I will talk about that toward the end. Then after that, she sat me under a dryer, because my hair will take 10 years to dry if you let it. She sat me under the dryer to help quicken the process. And then after that, she used a Dyson diffuser to help further diffuse my hair and stretch it out. The curls were okay. Like I said, I'm not a wash and go kind of girl, so I didn't really know what to look for. It was a lot more defined than what I had tried, than what I've tried in the past. So I ain't even gonna knock them. It did what it needed to do. Then Nubia came over, and she did like a final cut, did a little bit of dusting on the ends and stuff like that, and then stretched it out with her hand. She did not use any tools as far as a pick. She did use a concentrated nozzle on the blow dryer to help stretch the roots out a little bit and give more volume, which I kind of like. And then after that, I paid and went on about my day. As I was getting in the car, I did notice that there were still some pieces of hair that were longer than I wanted them to. So when I got home, I did have to do a little dusting myself, which I did not like. I do not like when I have to come home and do something that should have been provided in a service. So that was a little bit of a knock for me. I did have to stretch it out to my liking. I like big hair. I do not mind a little bit of frizz. So I was picking out my hair. I will also insert some pictures of what the cut looked like after that day, after I had picked it out and cut off a little bit of the ends and got the actual shape that I was looking for. And I decided, because usually with my twist outs, I can band with a satin scrunchie overnight or for a couple of hours, and it'll give me the stretch that I really want without needing to break out a blow dryer. However, it didn't work. It did not work. It does not work for wash and goes, and I was so devastated. I had to put my hair up in a puff, and honestly, even if I did do it correctly, I do not think that I would wear it and I would still put it up in a puff, because it was so undefined and frizzy. And I don't know if that has to do with the product that was used, the technique that was used, or did it have to do with the fact that I banded it, or that my hair just was not responding to the products that they use. I have no idea, but I was like, girl, you ain't walking out the house looking like this. So I got my Eco Styler gel, put it up in a puff with a little band and all that kind of stuff, and it was cute. That was definitely one of the things that I did not like, is because I should be able to wear this hairstyle for at least 3 days. That's what I've been, now that I got my hair down, been able to wear my twist outs for at least 3 days. Like I said, this is my first time actually achieving a wash and go with the help of the salon, of course. So I don't know, maybe I have to figure out how to work around that. So let's get into the pricing and whether it was worth it. Yeah, the most important. This is what y'all here to see. Y'all trying to track my coins and y'all trying to see if y'all should even get it, because I did all the hard work for you guys. You guys did not have to go to the salon and spend this kind of money after seeing this video, okay? So let's get into it. So now we're getting into pricing and whether it was worth it. So like I said, at the beginning of the booking experience, they do take, I think it was, so overall, the pricing of the haircut was $250, okay? $250. But that was really only because I had gotten a cut from the owner. If I had gotten from a master stylist or somebody that was a little bit more of a mid-level stylist, it would have been cheaper. And next time I'm gonna do that, because I saw the other stylists doing the same exact thing, and guess what? It looked the same. And from now on, because I have a cut, it will only take shaping and trimming. It will not take an overall cut. So that's a really good tip. So $250, they take half of that deposit during the booking experience to solidify your spot, and then they charge you the remaining at the end of your salon experience. Now, would I say that the cut is worth it? I don't know. I don't know if, I feel like I could have gone somewhere else that had clients more aligned with my hair type and my hair texture do this for cheaper. But I know that curly cuts are an expensive service, especially now as they have been in higher demand and obviously are more trendy now. People are playing with the coins when it comes to charging people for a curly cut. Like, girl, all you're doing is a wash and go. The cut is not that damn hard, okay? However, I think it was, out of 5, I would give the service, the overall experience, the cut, about a 3, 3.5, because I did have to come home and dust. The wash and go did not last. The products, I think, were too drying on my strands. The salon experience made up a lot for it. It was a beautiful salon. The people are knowledgeable. She knows what she's talking about, all that kind of stuff. But the overall cut, I think, is not worth $250, and I will not do that again. I don't care how good. Jesus could come down with magic scissors, and I'm not paying that. Those are knotless box braids. That's the cost of knotless box braids, girl. I could have probably did it myself if I took the time. I ain't even gonna lie. I should have probably tried to do it on myself. But whatever. Everyone was sweet. Everyone was nice. But it was really expensive, and I don't think that it was necessarily worth that money. I would see if I could go somewhere else. I would see if I could do it myself. Blase, blase, blah. If you have some extra coin that you can spare, go see for yourself. It might result, these are my opinions, and this is based on my hair type and my hair texture. Go see, it might really work out for you. However, I do think that for Black women with tightly coiled hair, with multiple hair textures, that you should try to go someone that knows and is more familiar with our hair. No knock to Nubia, she works with an array of hair types and textures. However, her Instagram shows that she has better experience working with looser hair textures. That's just what it is. So I think that also maybe my expectations were high and I was trying not to be in a situation like that, but it was a cool experience. this was my first ever curly cut experience. And so I'm glad that I had the experience. Now going forward, I know what to look for. I know what I want, what shape I want. So all of those things. Yes, so thank you guys for watching my video. I hope this was helpful. I will leave all timestamps and information down below. If you have not already, subscribe. Like, what are you doing? You should be subscribing. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me your thoughts. Have you ever gotten a Rezö cut? Have you ever gotten a curly cut? What was your experience? Talk to me down below. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.